¿Vale? No hay audio, no te se escucha, ¿vale? Tranquilo. 1987. 1987. Ahí tengo ahí a Rocky Balboa, tío. A ver, en YouTube. Sí, sí salgo aquí. DJ Chache 1987. Espérate, ¿te lo comparto o qué? ¿Por WhatsApp? ¿Alba? ¿Tú? ¿Se escucha el audio? ¿Cómo lo quito? Mira, un espectador pone.
Fighting under the candlelight. Welcome to Cambrian Hall. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape.
Antonio Tarver, 6'2" tall, with a reach of 75.
The Magic. And they'll be facing the Myth from the United States of America.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Todd. This is ridiculous.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, hailing from Florida, here is the 3-time world champion.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time. We have high hopes and aspirations for this fight. Catch and shoot. He threw a punch and just got countered. How about that time counter shot? One punch could change everything in this battle. Well done with that counter shot. The perfect counter lands. Nice counter shot. It's all offense all the time. Tarver's been rocked. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They're both trying for a knockout. And he scores with the counter. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's...
And there's the bell for round 2. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Jab does not score. Can't find a home for that jab. There's a counter shot. They exchange punches. That hook just can't find the target. Nice counter shot. This counter fighter believes in me. Anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Counter puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Tarver in some serious trouble. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round. The bell rings and we start the third. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
He threw the hook, didn't land. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Good counter punch. Beautiful counter punch. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Nice counter. That counter punch caught him clean. He misses with that jab. Beautiful counter shot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
A perfect counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round. Back at it in round 4. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Just missed with that hook. That counter shot lands. Can't find a home with that jab. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Those counter punches have to hurt. Let's go with that right uppercut. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Good counter punching. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They block the jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, we're entering desperation mode. There's the bell to start round 5. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Stumbling around in potholes. Looks like they've shaken it off.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
That hook won't score. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Chance to make history. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed back.
That's a lot of swelling. The referee taking a good look at it. Is he going to stop it? The referee takes a look, and he says, let's get it on. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round. This is the beginning of round 6. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. This may do it. It's all coming to an end. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Nice counter punch. Antonio Tarver's in big trouble. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and...
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. The building is going bananas. Will they see a huge upset here? these two fighters gassing out. As this... And there's the bell for round 7. They really seem to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Count to me.
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Well done with that counter shot. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Just missed with that hook. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. So much bruising. Will the referee stop this fight? And the referee's going to allow them to fight. So final 10 seconds of the round. Is there any way back into this fight after the beating he has taken so far?
There's always a way back. Don't ever round anybody up.
There's the bell to start round 8. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
How about that time counter shot? As we enter the final frames of this bout. Oh, right there! Whoa, and you saw the balance go. The knees, the foundation, rocked. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
The straight right just misses. They exchange punches. Counter punching. Well, Johnny, complete and total domination, a stoppage victory. How do you rate the performance?
What's next? A TKO makes it so confusing because you think, what would have happened if the fight had carried on? These guys are going to have to do it all over.
Just wanna run away.
Welcome to what many can...
First up, we have the Myth from the United States of America. Here.
This bout.
What a pleasure it is to be. High hopes for this battle between these two athletes. Good right hook. Good counter punching. Nice counter punch right up the middle. The Raging Bull is dazed. It really takes something to put Jake LaMotta down, and he just did it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a...
Another gun. All damn just what have I become. No chance, I'm still what they waiting for. No brain on stage, been here before. Hold on too much, gotta let it go. No pain, I'm out of it, ain't involved. No call, no show, I ain't really gone. Too late to say I was there wrong. Throwing out the way for that info. Feel lost, but I know that we close. We down my lane on the road. Feel like I've been here before, but maybe switching my roles. Cold dude.
We're 20,000 leagues under the sea. It's up against them, the Myth.
This bout is scheduled.
All the talking has been done. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Catch and shoot. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. And we may see an early stoppage here. Looks like they've shaken it off. Did you see that? Do you believe what we are seeing? And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
That counter shot lands. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Missing with that right hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Well done with that counter shot. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. Good counter punching. As bad as boxing. Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
Just see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Todd. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And they're looking up as it comes.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Will the referee stop it? How did they not go down?
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than equal.
Punch, counter punch. Swing and a miss with that left hook. Solid punch. Beautiful counter punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And they got caught. Well, we know they've got the advantage, so... There's the bell for round 3. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything...
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? What a massive upset this would be. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
And now going for the finish. Disaster averted.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
What's the referee thinking right now? And the myth has been knocked down. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
I need...
1, 2, 3, 4. Give me your ball.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
Hook misses. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown. There's the bell for round 4. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
There's a counter shot. Stamina is off the charts. Beautiful counter shot. A perfect counter shot. Swing and a miss with that hook. so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
That's like...
1, 2, 3, 4. Are you okay?
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it.
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. This is a very important break here for this fight. Back into the fray here in round 5. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Nope, that hook won't score. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And that hook misses. Both men step back for just a moment. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Have to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. This may do it! It's all coming to an end! Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
This is when you talk about championship.
Let's start the 6th. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
You're a power puncher. You're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone else.
I got to stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. The defense failed them. And down goes the myth. As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
Even I've got to see.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You are good.
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
What now is about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Need to turn this around halfway through.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
the towel. Are they going to throw it in? A big headshot, and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow motion.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So time to go celebrate that.
Yeah, that hate the grind and sweat the blood, the time my motivation. I work too hard too long and not be in the conversation. My team been up, way up, ain't nothing less than domination. I got the game and say with lock and key in combination. Keep it goal and high sight, don't focus on what's hindsight. Sleeping on me, tell them night night, it's my time in a bright light. Don't ever band, no mind, and keep it pushing, don't ever give them a sound. They will let me when you shot it, but they wanna talk about you when you down. Motivation, all that hating that they doing, motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation. Motivation. All this money on my mind, that's my motivation. You be talking, but you not up in the conversation. They all wanting me to stop, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation. Yeah, bad time that I came through when I got one for the boy. Hey, now I'm finna ball out, step back, shoot for the score. Hey, if I had a penny for everyone doubted me, I'll make $1 million a month off a salary. Picture me rolling, go look at the gallery. I've been eating now, look at the calories. No, I've been out up on the road, trying to make it to my goals. Had a lot of friends in the past when I quit on me, had a fold. I remember being told, son, don't ever say it's so. For the girls, for the cars, for the fame, for the riches, for the gold. Yeah, I've been chasing material things, I've been chasing my dreams. Stay close to the team, I don't ever need no reason to leave. Heard the birds in the trees, telling me it is a breeze. As you can see, I do it with ease, wanna make it then believe. Bad time that I came through when I got one for the boy. Hey, now I'm finna ball out, step back, shoot for the score. Hey, one time for the one time, I'll rebound, I reground. In the meantime, I stack up, this win my reward. Motivation, all that hating that they doing, motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation. Motivation, all this money on my mind, that's my motivation. You be talking, but you not up in the conversation. They all wanting me to stop, that's my motivation.
nothing in my way will make me be afraid. And I can feel it in my bones. Yeah, I can feel it in my soul. Yeah, I can feel it, no letting go. And I can feel it, it's getting close. I said I can't stand by anymore. Looking in from the outside, I know I can hold the phone. They can't keep my hands tied. I need strength to carry on without me pushing through. Oh, no one can save me from myself. I need force, breaking down the walls by force, keeping my head above the water, screaming till I lose my voice. I need force, breaking down the walls by force, keeping my head above the water, screaming till I lose my voice. Yeah. You are the sweetest thing. Yeah. I live all the joy you bring. Yeah. But I'm coming back, knocking down the door. I'm coming back. Are you ready for more?
Who thought we'd be fighting at a Gothic cathedral? And yet here we are at Cambrian Hall. Up first, the myth from the United States. Saul.
This bout,
We waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go.
You couldn't buy a seat in this place. You'd be very lucky if you're ringside, but you know what? Watch it from home, you've got everything on a plate.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. A perfect counter lands. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter shot. After so much pre-hype fight and social media drama, I can't believe we're actually in the midst of them fighting.
You just see the nerves on the fight.
Oh my God, Johnny! They're always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
They exchange punches. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. And now they're right back into the fray.
Bing Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. glad to have heard that bell.
The bell sometimes.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Good counter punch. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. And he scores with the counter. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter punch right up the middle. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to... And the myth has been knocked down. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
A shot from the gods took him out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels.
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. What a huge momentum. There's the bell to start round 3. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
That counter shot lands. Punch, counter punch. Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Good counter punching. Jab slightly off target. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. At this point, you gotta believe he can't win on the... There's the bell for round 4. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. The defense failed them. I thought that was gonna be a knockdown at least.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes back to the corner? are they going to get through this?
Canelo in serious jeopardy here, going to the canvas. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, four. You still want to fight?
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. How about that time counter shot? Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. This next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown. Back into the fray here in round 5. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got a hustle on that. He's got to bluff him.
Nice counter shot. Big hook doesn't land. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Both men step back for just a moment. Landing in these exchanges, judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Every time, look at the swelling and the bruising. They're going to take a look, and they may stop this fight. And the referee will allow this to continue. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Beautiful counter punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. I promise you, all three judges here are going to get... Here we go in the 6th round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What a punch. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Swing and a miss with the hook. Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
His stamina is off the charts. One punch could change everything in this battle. Nice counter. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
There's a lot on the line here.
Switch on, get this boxing back together.
Here we go, it's round 7. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Beautiful counter shot. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
There's a counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be hard.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. Another TKO win here, Johnny. What's next?
A TKO, we've got to see it again. Because TKOs, they finish the story too early. It's like being kicked out of a club before the night's done. We want to get a full-blooded who won and who lost.